This anime is terrible. The word edgy has been thrown around constantly as an insult towards any anime that contains blood and gore. But this anime is an exception for that word because it's past the realm of that fucking possibility.
And I'm not your bra.
Magical Girl Sight is an anime that gave me 3 diseases and a fucking tumor in my asshole. The concept behind this anime is a very interesting idea, but just done so poorly. The story focuses around a girl named Aya Asagiri, an individual who is quote-unquote bullied at school and is physically abused by her older brother to relieve academic stress. As a result of this, she wants to commit unalive herself every day of her life. Aya is soon met with a strange sight that allows distraught girls to gain unspeakable power through the use of weapons. You'd think that they would take concepts like that more seriously, seeing as people in everyday life struggle with these type of issues. You have no idea about this fucking anime. In this video, I'll be discussing this garbage anime through some of the episodes and any big event that happens in the anime, so you don't have to watch it. If you do want to watch it, leave. The first episode starts off with a fairly normal scene, just people waiting for the train to pass so they can cross the street until we're introduced to the MC of the story, Aya, as she stumbles back from a near-death collision with a train. Right off the bat, we're shown that Aya is a very unaliving person, which soon we're shown why. Now, in the show's description on my anime list, it says that she's bullied. But to me, it's more like she's getting tortured by some of her peers. Like, they literally beat her and hold her underwater until she can hardly breathe. But sure, it's just some friendly roughhousing.
Where you just... Oh!
Oh, and one of the bullies' name is Serena. Remember that because I won't. On her way home from school, she gives a present to a stray cat. This has meaning later on in this episode. We cut to her home, where we see Aya's older brother, Kaname, doing some premium sucking and praising for their parents, as he is seen as a wholesome genius to his... I don't know how the fuck their parents can't hear that, but yeah, Kaname is a fucking psycho. Once Aya is done being tortured by her brother, she lies on her bed when suddenly a strange sight appears on her laptop, the magical girl site. The site claims that it will send a magical stick to her as she is a poor, unfortunate soul. Aya, confused and creeped out by the sight, shuts down her laptop and the screen fades to black. The next morning on her walk to school, she sees a group of people crowded around something dead on the tracks, and a bell rings. I wonder what that could be. At school, Aya opens her locker to find a heart-shaped gun, claiming to be a stick sent by the magical girl site. The next scene shows Aya's tormentors in a PE room bored because Aya has, quote-unquote, no life left in her. To me, it kind of looks like she has a little bit like... She's got a little bit of life. The door suddenly opens and we're greeted with another one of the bullies and a guy with almost the same hair as me, their senpai Shota. Now, I have to warn you, this next scene is pretty fucked up. Yep, they're going to her. It's not often a topic like this is shown somewhat seriously in anime, mostly because of all the hentai tags. Aya then knocks Shota over and makes a break for it. She eventually finds a place to hide from her tormentors, even though it would have been safer if she just went to, I don't know, a fucking police station. They eventually find Aya hiding behind a parked car, and Aya is shown the same present she gave to the stray cat, basically confirming that these fuckwits definitely killed that cat. Aya pulls the gun she found in her locker that morning out of her bag, and as she shoots them, Bozos. That night, we see Aya confused and scared by the situation. I mean, although they were tormenting her, she still just did kill 2 people.
I'm in danger!
At school the next day, we can see a petrified Aya and one pissed off fucking Ranger. Aya is then confronted about their 2 friends' deaths from a previous day and has pulled a knife on. everything's frozen. Except for 2 people. Aya and another girl claiming to be a magical girl with a powerful stick just like Aya. Her name is Yatsumura and has a stick that can freeze time. The episode ends with Yatsumura stating that she needs Aya for some unknown reason. Now, what the fuck did I just talk about? Honestly, I didn't mind the first episode too much. It was definitely edgy, but still contained some interesting topics that I haven't seen in too many anime. There was still just as much garbage as good shit in the first episode.
Nope. No.
Why the fuck do these bullies torment her so much? Usually there's an underlying reason, like they think a person is annoying, or that person is better at something.
No.
But in this anime, they just seem to enjoy it, and not a single fucking person notices. That's realism, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And how in the fuck do the parents not hear or notice Aya getting beaten every fucking night? If you can't tell already, there's an underlying theme in the entire show. Yatsumura explains everything about the magic girl side, like how using your stick too much can kill you, along with a person called the Magic Hunter, someone who assassinates other magical girls. The Magic Hunter appears and is stopped by the 2 girls using their sticks. The Magic Hunter's true identity is Rina. And as she is interrogated by Yatsumura, she begins to explain her true intentions.
What the hell? Oh my.
She tells him about a strange backdoor within the website that leads to a page clarifying the viewer about the world's end and that it will occur when the tempest starts. If you don't know what a tempest is, don't you worry, I didn't know either. A tempest is basically a big fucking storm. You're welcome. I'm sorry about the creaking in my chair. I am poor. In fact, the only way to survive is to gather strong sticks, revealing Rina's intentions. Rina then falls unconscious due to using too many sticks too much, leaving her in hospital. I know this sounds like a fucking porn, but I promise it isn't. After discovering the condition of Rina, Aya suggests to Yatsumura to look for a magical girl with the ability to heal, to awaken Rina and obtain the information she has. For it, they use the Slaughter Note to look for magical girls, and notice that one of the girls in the book is actually a popular idol. Nijimi. Why did it have to be an idol, man? We could have chosen anything, but of course, it had to be an idol. Aya and Yatsumura then head to an idol meeting to talk to Nijimi and confirm that she is a magical girl. Nijimi goes on to show the girls her magical stick, panties that can control the minds of others.
Stop! You violated the law.
Why? Just
Trying to be crazy.
Oh, and by the way, Nijimi's friend was killed by Rina, so she kind of wants to murder her. How wholesome. Serena, for some fucking reason, is chosen to be a magical girl too, but in return, she has to take Rina's place and steal all the magical sticks. Nijimi transfers to Aya's school. Serena tells Nijimi about her friend's killer's whereabouts, and oh, I almost forgot. Yatsumura has been torturing her fucking parents' killer ever since she got a magical stick. What a plot development we've got here, ladies and gentlemen. Serena rolls up to where Yatsumura and Aya are and begin to have an epic battle between themselves. How cool. Nijimi turns up to where Aya lives, pretty fucking pissed, and meets her older brother, Kaname. Oh, and won't you look at that? She has a boner for him.
Sussy baka.
Back at the hospital, Aya and Yatsumura are unconscious from an epic battle earlier, and a new character is introduced, Kusame. She cures Yatsumura, Aya, and Rina through some unconventional and gruesome methods, you could say. Kusame wants to recruit the 3 girls, along with other magical girls, to fight against the Tempest and the site administrators. Have I explained them yet? The site administrators are the weird fucking demon-looking cunts that recruit girls through the magical girl site. There's more than one, and I actually quite like the designs of them. The next day, Aya and Yatsumura negotiate with Nijimi to stop her from killing Rina until the Tempest is over. Guess who shows up in their class? What an unpredictable plot, am I right, guys?
No.
After school, Kusame meets up with Aya and with the other magical girls she recruited.
Oh, yeah.
I won't even bother explaining who these characters are, mostly because I don't give a fuck. In the next episode, they go to a beach because, I don't fucking know, they just wanted a scene with all their tits out, alright? Leaving the beach, they notice Nijimi's panty stick is missing, and oh, guess who fucking has it?
Put your dick away, Walter.
The whole part where Kaname finds out about the site through Nijimi goes against everything the site goes along with. Just because he's smart doesn't make him able to fit in those fucking pants, alright? The girls go back to one of the forgettable characters' houses whilst Nijimi meets Kaname at her apartment. Kaname, since he's an evil fuck, manipulates Nijimi into trying to kill herself, but because of plot convenience, one of the magical girls show up. What proceeds is a stupid fucking showdown that leads to Kaname finding all the magical girls and controlling them. Nijimi manages to escape the mind control and kills Kaname, but in return dies herself. Rest in peace. Now, fuck off. Also, Kaname's body disappears in some smoke. Why? Well... The next day at Nijimi's funeral, Aya teleports all the girls right before the building they were in collapses. The girls were teleported to an abandoned building in which Serena appears and explains she's on their side now. She stated she no longer wanted to be a puppet for the site administrators because friendship, yeah! Aya, Yatsumura, and Reina eventually take down one of the site administrators and find out that it was actually a girl. Why? I don't. The other site administrators find out about this and begin to attack the other magical girls in the group. Yatsumura dies from using her stick too much and is then chosen to be a new candidate as a site administrator. Now that was my summary of episodes 2 to 11 of Magical Girl Site. I did skip over a bunch, but do you really fucking care? I gave you the most important details, and honestly, I wasn't fucking bothered to write any more for this section. Risen from the dead, Aya finds herself facing off against Yatsumura. While that happens, the other girls are still fighting off another site administrator. They somehow defeat it by harnessing the power of lightning and striking the admin down. Don't ask how they did it. I don't fucking know. Meanwhile, Aya is able to break the spell that made Yatsumura a site administrator through the power of love and friendship. Fuck yeah! Lit. Because Yatsumura is no longer being controlled, she is able to regain her powers and combined with Aya's stick, kill the main administrator antagonist. By the way, its name is Nana, and it sounds like a dude. Don't ask why, I don't know. And that's the fucking end. Now you may be a little confused, and don't worry, I still fucking am. The goal of Magical Girls was to stop the Tempest from happening, but all they did was kill a couple of the site administrators. Remember Kaname? He was just being tortured by a detective who knew everything that was happening for some fucking unknown reason. And aren't there other site administrators that can still come and kill magical girls? Overall, the ending was fucking ridiculous, but suited this anime. A shitty anime needs a shitty ending. Magical Girl Site is a mess of an anime. It goes past the realm of just an edgy anime and proceeds to enter the cancerous zone for animes. You have this incredibly interesting premise that is just ruined by the oversaturated mess of evil for the sake of evil characters. Take Kaname for example. He's a genius who seems like a nice dude, but secretly beats his little sister to relieve stress. My man can't go and smoke a fucking joint or something.
Where's some pornography?
Also, Aya's character was very frustrating to watch. Even if her friends were in a life or death scenario, she would still be conflicted on whether to kill the villain or not. And how does she get over her fears? Well, friendship of course. Did you think that she would be an incredibly complex character like Guts from Berserk? The show has none of those. Like, come on man. Nijimi's stick is literally mind-controlling panties. How the fuck can a show be taken seriously with serious topics if they're just going to be overshadowed by grrr? I'm angry. The characters were easily the worst part of the show, often making retarded choices for the sake of plot development. The only redeeming quality of the show was the animation, which, although was nothing special, had a few interesting moments within certain scenes. Their character designs were also somewhat unique, with the site administrators looking somewhat creepy at the start. Magical Girl Site is extremely disturbing and hard to watch, both because of how graphic it is and how shit it is. Now, my final review of the show. Plot 5 out of 10, characters 3 out of 10, animation 6 out of 10, overall score 4 out of 10. I don't recommend watching this shit, but if you do, good luck. You're gonna fucking need it, mate. With that all out of the way, thank you so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Go watch my other videos. Do it.